We're back, people, and today we're breaking down film on Jamari Thrash Louisville wide receiver for the 2024 NFL Draft. I feel like he's been a little, flying under the radar a bit in a stacked receiver class. Really like his game. He's one of the best separators in the class. Really good route runner. Strong after the catch. He does a great job of picking up like those hinted yardages. Plays with anticipation. Quite good athleticism. Pretty explosive. Can make an impact, I think, on all three levels. Sells vertically really well. And just understands, he's got that quick twitch to his game. Understands how to work like leverage, get in and out of his breaks very quickly. Working DBs, whether they're press man, soft press, playing off. Even does his work well versus zone, finding soft spots. I think probably the biggest negatives to his game are he has some concentration drops and he has a limited catch radius. So those types of things can definitely hurt him at the catch point. But he does a lot of the other stuff really well, especially the parts where he doesn't have the ball in his hands, and then once he has the ball in his hands, he really excels. Just good job coming off the ball here. Very explosive. Definitely has a plan in his release package. Good job playing with good pad level. Gives you a foot fire here. Boom. Gets that inside path. Breaks it. Catches this ball in stride, and now he's just gone. Good speed to pull away. I think he ran pretty well too. I wouldn't say he has like elite speed, but it's overall pretty good. The route running, really impressive with his movement skills. Love watching him go to work, break away. Here he is just on the outside. Come to balance, basically work a split release. We'll see it from this angle. Come off the ball, a little bit of foot fire. Love the wide base. Step outside the frame and then the DB with that hard right stab right there. And it gets the DB just to, open up his hips. So he gets that inside track very easily. Has all the room to work with. He's open right here. But since the QB feels pressure and has to escape the pocket, he reads that and sees, boom, got to get out of it. He's a very smart, intelligent player as well, which is another big thing for me. So just working off script, recognizing it very quickly, and getting in open in the back of the end zone in that scramble drill. Almost kind of, bobbles it a little bit. So I think, still work on those hands, but really enjoy watching him work as a route runner. Really explosive. I feel like you get Thrash probably in like the 3rd, 4th round area because how stacked this draft class is. And you're super happy you get him to come into your roster. I think he could be a solid wide receiver too at the next level. Just running so many routes. He does a great job selling vertical and getting out of it. He doesn't slow down at all. Look how he explodes off the ball. Doesn't waste any time. Uses his speed release. Gets on top of the corner. And he just doesn't give any indicator that he's going to break on this. He's going full speed and then boom. Throw by. Sink those hips violently. Get out of it. Catch the ball. Get back upfield. Transition pretty nicely. Does that stuff really well. Another example of a identify the corner blitz. He's eyes to find the safety coming over the top. Does a good job really selling this. That he's going to sit down. Tracks the ball pretty well, I think, on verticals, which is good. For a guy that, that can struggle a little bit at the catch point. But it's more of a concentration drop thing. Trying to become too much very intelligent football players. Knows how to do all that stuff. But and he can play inside, outside. I think he has that skill set where you can feel comfortable with him working in the slot. Because, he finds those soft spots in the middle of the field. Can definitely win vertically on the outside too, has enough speed there. And then just anticipation. Love this, it's a little, find that soft spot in the zone, work that stick, you catch it, this guy's going to be there, you feel the angle that he's going to take, you shift your momentum away from him, make that guy miss, and you're on a complete stop here, and you instantly get out of this ladder and also get to work after the catch. Those are very important at the NFL level. Working some crossers here, this is more just this, he ends up getting open, no one covering him. And more yak ability. He can break some yards after the break some tackles too when he has the ball in his hands. Very fluid too to flip his momentum off, back up the field after the ball is slightly thrown behind him. Make the guy miss, stiff arm, stay on his feet, and he does a great job. His instant acceleration is impressive. Like when he's completely on a dead stop like this, he's really able to hard break, get upfield, and really accelerate, fight for those extra yards. It's really yards, and he should. Just sitting on, a quick hitch at 5 yards, make the guy miss. Really hard work to the inside to get the biggest player overall. Like, having the plays bigger than his size when he has that ball in his hands, which is an important aspect to his game. The anticipation after the catch, it just shows up all over the film. Look at him working in the slot again. Just hard break. I love the angle that he takes here. Gets really horizontal away from this DB. And even works it, he catches the ball and then works away because he feels this DB coming in to hit him. So even works back towards the ball to avoid that anticipatory yak, which is amazing. And then now he's able to pick up that first down, fight for way more, an extra 5 yards than he should have gained. Really impressed with Thrash's skill set overall, the route running, really, really good in those areas. He definitely is a comfortable player. Everything sort of, goes together very fluidly, like combined with his releases and his stems. Pull away from these guys deep is very, very impressive. Does it in the short, intermediate range, and then he's definitely a very comfortable player. Working his yards after the catch with his anticipation, his athleticism, enough contact balance and play strength, which is always a nice thing to have to his game. And then, yeah, just working on the concentration drops. Like, he'll always have the limited catch radius just due to, the shorter arms and things like that. But I do love Thrash as sort of like a third-round player. You get him in the third or fourth. Even the fourth would be wonderful in this draft class, and you feel really, really good as a guy that can be as like your Z or slot receiver, do both, and those things would be really, really nice. So, big fan of Thrash. If you guys are the video, make sure that comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.